Hey guys, Ducktown here, and today I'm going to be talking about an anime show. What anime show? I'm going to be talking about Tenkai Nights. Was a pretty interesting show that came on Cartoon Network back in 2013. I wasn't really into anime very much, but I did really like this show because it was fun. The characters were well dimensioned, and it was just a fun show overall. It's definitely better than that god awful Beyblade show that played that stupid heavy metal crap. So anyway, yeah, I really like this show that came on. My favorite thing about it overall was the characters. The characters were great and well developed. There was Gurren Nash. He was the main character and he was my favorite. He's this red-haired kid who, he, the main character, he finds this, weird block thing and he turns into a Tenkai Knight. His core brick is Wolf. He's voiced by Johnny Yongbosch. Yeah, he's a pretty talented voice actor, so yeah, pretty cool character. Then there's Ceylon Jones, who is this kid who has blue hair for some reason, because it's supposed to take place in the future or something. And then his core brick is Tributon, who has this stinking awesome bow blaster that's freaking awesome. And he's really goofy, a big jokester. If I was going to compare Gurren Nash and Ceylon Jones as friends, they would probably compare out to, they're like those buddies who hang out and play off of each other. Really well written characters, in my opinion. Then there's Chucky Mason. He's like this sports loving guy, and he's really talented, like an army general or something. He's got a lot of strategical ideas. He is clever, and I liked his character a lot. He's also, I think, the oldest out of all of them. His hand kind of is yellow, and his core brick is Lion Door. Then there's Toxa. He's okay, I guess. He was probably my least favorite because he was a little bit annoying, but I don't hate him. And his core brick was Valorn, which is this green one. He's okay. I don't hate him. It's just he was my least favorite out of the four, but I still thought he was pretty good. He just seemed a little bit like Ceylon, just less funny. Then there's Mr. White, who is the guy who he used to be a Tenkai Knight, but like now he's not. I haven't seen very much of the show, so don't hate me if I get a couple things wrong. But he like owns this Shop of Wonders thing that has all sorts of stuff from like the early 21st century, late 20th century, if you know what I mean. And he helps them. He has the machine that sends them over to the other dimension. Then there's Gen. Gen is probably one of the most interesting villains. He is malicious, he is strong-willed, he is vicious, but what's interesting is that he turns to good, which is, in my opinion, the way he turns good is really well written. And his core brick is Dromus. He looks a lot like Wolf, except for that his core brick has a scar and it's like gray. Then there's Benny, who's this jerkish pink-haired teenage girl who's a little brat, and she's malicious. She does become better over time, but like she's kind of like that spoiled brat girl. I kind of liked her character. Like there were some things I liked about her character and some things I didn't like. She just seemed kind of malicious. I did actually think that she was gonna go to the good side for a while, but she didn't. She turned out to be working for Gan. Dun dun dun. What? You didn't see that coming? Congratulations, you've four adult heads. Nah, I'm just kidding. Seriously though. Then there's the Korakai. They're pretty cool too. There's Vilius, who's the corrupted leader. There's Granox, he's the tough henchman who's like a tank almost. And then there's Sliger, who's the creepy one. He's like I'm gonna just be creepy and do bad guy stuff. Freaking whatever. Anyway, he's Sliger and Granox, they actually went over to the human world. It was really interesting. I actually really liked that episode when they went to the human world. It's really interesting, clever, well put together. So yeah, the episodes are also really interesting. They're believable stories. They're well put together. Just a very interesting anime. Unfortunately, the series was canceled, and at least I think it was canceled, and left on a lot of cliffhangers. But who knows? Maybe it'll start up again.